Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Electrical Concepts. My name is Avigyan Roy. So in this video lecture, I am going to discuss on the topic base load and peak load. I will discuss the importance of base load and peak load. I will also give an example. Not only that, I will also discuss what is more efficient power plant, what is less efficient power plant, how to decide which one is more efficient and which one is less efficient. So all these things will be discussed in this video lecture. So without wasting any time, let's start. So now let's understand what is base load and what is peak load. Okay. So first see, a constant load that needs to be supplied throughout the time duration is called base load. Okay. And the varying load above the base load is called peak load. So as you can see here, I have drawn one load curve. Okay. It is a daily load curve from 0 to 24 hours. And the load is varying in this way. Alright. So now if you closely observe, that dotted line is showing a 10 megawatt of load, and see here, this 10 megawatt of load is always present throughout the time interval. It remains fixed. That is why it is called base load. Okay, that is why I have written in the definition, it is the load that needs to be supplied throughout the time duration. And the varying load above the base load is called peak load. That means this area above this 10 megawatt, this area which is varying in nature, that is called peak load. Okay, so now let's understand the importance of base load and peak load. So more efficient plant supplies the base load and less efficient plant supplies the peak load. So see here, I have made one table. Actually this plant, which one is more efficient and which one is less efficient, that actually depends on the situation. See here, I have given one example. Normally nowadays it is an interconnected grid system, right? So all the power plants are now interconnected. So for the sake of simplicity, I am assuming there are two power plants only. One is hydro power plant and one is thermal power plant, and they are interconnected. Alright. Situation means rainy season and winter, two different situations I have considered. Now rainy season, it means there is an abundance of water, and that is why hydro power plant becomes a more efficient power plant. So automatically a thermal power plant becomes less efficient plant. Okay. Why? Because in rainy seasons water is easily available, it is abundant, right? That means it is easy to run the hydro power plant for a longer duration. Definitely you will rely more on the hydro power plant compared to the thermal power plant, because now your resource, that means your water, is abundantly present. Okay, and that is why hydro becomes a more efficient plant, and that more efficient plant will supply the base load. That means if I consider this load curve, this base load will be supplied by the hydro power plant, because hydro is more efficient due to the abundance of its resource, which is water, and that is why there is a reliability. Okay, that it can run for a longer duration. So definitely you will rely more on the hydro power plant, and you will run the base load which is constant throughout the time period using this more efficient plant, which is a hydro power plant. Alright, and the less efficient plant means thermal. So thermal will supply the peak load, because peak load is always varying in nature. Sometimes it is very high, sometimes it is very less. Okay, so it is continuously changing, so that you can take care of by the thermal power plant. Similarly, when situation is changed during winter, the water resource becomes very less. So then automatically your hydro power plant becomes less efficient plant. Okay, that means in that case your hydro plant will supply the peak load, and automatically the thermal plant will supply the base load. So there is no any hard and fast rule that a power plant is always more efficient or a particular power plant is always less efficient. It depends on the situation. Hydro is sometimes more efficient, sometimes it is less efficient. Alright. So this is the concept of base load and peak load, and I hope you have understood this concept. So I hope you have understood these concepts. Okay, and now you have a clear idea of what is base load and peak load. Okay, how to decide which plant will meet the base load and which plant will meet the peak load. Okay, so I hope you have understood it and enjoyed it. So please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much.